Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Angel. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. There's baby Gabe. For once, he's actually awake. I'm trying to film this video because I'm running short of time today before the natural light goes away. This is an update on Gabriel's busy bags. The week before, we were redoing his busy bags because they were really simple and just kind of too easy for him, and I was low on resources when the pandemic started, so he's been working on these since like February. So he got those ones down. They were getting boring and he was not wanting to pay attention, and school was not fun anymore. So I needed to up my game. So this video is about the busy bags and what I ended up making and putting in them this time, trying to stay with the curriculum and target what he needs to as he's growing and learning. And so if you're interested in seeing this video and want to see Gabe's progress and how I'm going to put these into play, keep watching these videos and you guys will see how he progresses from February till now. But let's just get into it and let me show you guys what I ended up putting in these bags and what I ended up making. Keep watching, and before we get into it, guys, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a comment down below if you can, and you guys could see more videos like this of Gabe's progress, his learning activities that I've made for him from day one. I'm trying to homeschool. We're doing preschool prep stuff. I've been doing these busy bags since Gabe was about 1.5 years old, about 1.5 years old. They're a little bit more simple than this, but now that he's learning and get him to learn shapes and colors and say them and start to write and things like that. So now things are getting a little bit harder for him. Friday. So there's 5 bags. One for each of the day, and before we start in the morning, we do the ABC song. We lay out the cards, the flashcards. We do flashcards every morning. Number flashcards, ABC flashcards, 1 through 15 now. We were only doing 1 through 10. We just bumped up last week or week before, 1 through 15. So we start with those, and then we do ABC flashcards, and then we are starting to learn the sounds of the alphabet, and that's where we're at now. So when we do those, once we're done with them, we go through letter of the day, number of the day, and then we go through our busy bag for the day. So let's do this. All right, sorry my room is a mess. I just ordered some stuff on Amazon and Walmart, trying to fix up Gabe's little learning center in the room here in this little corner strictly for him. And so let me show you guys what's in our Monday bag. Our Monday busy bag is what we tried for the first time today, and they were all, he really liked most of them except for one was a little challenging for him, so that I know that we're gonna have to work on. So I made this out of cardboard like I did the last ones, some of the other ones. This is our shapes bag. So we had gotten this little like kitty clock from Mexico when we were in Mexicali, and you had to each one has like a number on it, but it was for a clock, so we can match the shape into the little shapes hole. Well, one was missing, so I just threw away the clock itself and kept these little shapes and decided to just trace them and let him figure out where the shapes go. When I do this, I try to encourage him to say each shape to help with talk more and identify the shapes. So he got this pretty quickly, so I'm glad that I ended up keeping those. And then goodies that I found at Goodwill, which you can find that video if you want to see some Goodwill goodies we came up on. You can find that video down on my channel. This is one of the Goodwill goodies we found. It was like a pack of a bunch of these. Some of them are really complicated, but some of them are very simple like this. And I thought this might be a good way to get him to identify shapes. And it came with a big bag, so you really have to like sift through and find the right shape that goes onto these little things. I don't know what these are actually called, but I'm really interested to find out what they're called. But I thought they would be really good for him right now because he's learning shapes and stuff. So I give him one of these. Today we started with this side. I put all of the foam shapes in here, took them out, I put them aside, then he has to sift through and kind of find out which one goes on which, and then after we say the shape. Then I had already made like a diamond, so I made a bunch of these this time instead of just one. I had made maybe 4 or 5 of them. Here's the circle, I just drew them on, then I cut them in half, and then I did the same thing with a heart and a triangle and some other shapes, and I mix them all up, and he has to try to, like a puzzle, put them back together because each shape is one color, and so on and so forth. So that was the other shapes thing that we had in there, and this was the really challenging one for him. I saw this on Pinterest. I didn't know how good he was going to do with it, but I decided to let's give it a shot and see how he does. You take these, I traced 4 shapes, is square, triangle, rectangle, and a circle on a piece of cardboard. These pipe cleaners match which shape he's supposed to use, so he has to identify the color, match it to that piece of cardboard, that shape, and then make the shape with his fingers and put it on there to try to make the shape. He had a hard time doing this today, but he was really frustrated trying to figure it out today, so I know we're gonna have to work on that one. So I thought it was a really good idea though, because it helps with his motor skills and thinking to get this to fit on the pattern and stay there. So I thought that was a good idea. We're gonna have to work on that one. It was in our shapes bag, so we got this, the matching pretty much, and then the little puzzles that I had made and cut out for him for Monday's Shapes Busy Bag. Okay, Tuesday's Busy Bag is our colors. This one he was already doing. I had to glue, it was glued, I'm sorry, the magnets were glued onto the popsicle sticks. They're all a certain color popsicle stick, and he has to match the paper clips to the right one, color identifying colors, but they kept falling off because I had glued them and it wasn't strong enough. So I ended up just putting Velcro on them, and it stays off as easy. So he has to put the right paper clip on there. That one he was getting the hang of, but he would still get a little discouraged. I think I had to take some of the paper clips out because there's too many, and he was getting like really frustrated they wouldn't fit on there, and that is like not doing it right. So that's the first one for colors. I made this little caterpillar. I saw this on Pinterest also from another mom, but it had numbers. She had numbers in each one. He had to match the numbers. He's not really there yet, so I decided to do this with the colors. He really likes to do this. So this is the mama caterpillar, and this is the baby Gabe caterpillar, and there's pom-poms in here, and he has to match the pom-pom with the caterpillar and complete the caterpillar. I thought he would really think that's cute, especially because there's little smiley faces on it, and one's mommy and one's Gabe. So I really think he's gonna like that, and that's in tomorrow. This one I saw this on Pinterest also. They ended up just doing the same thing with the numbers. They put the kites on and they put a number, and they had to put that many beads on the thing, but I thought this would be cute for him to just match the colors, the color identification, and put the right color bead on the pipe cleaner. I glued this on, just made a little picture out of it. I thought it was cute, he would like it. And so he has to put the right bead on the pipe cleaner using his motor skills, his fine motor skills, and trying to get them on there on this piece of paper. I'm gonna have to probably, oh Lord, we have to tape it to the table so it doesn't move around. I thought he would really like this. It's really cute, and I got a good idea from one of the Pinterest moms. I doesn't. I'm hoping that I can do this again, but like on a giant poster, and just make a bunch of little fun things that he can do in activities. But I was running out of time, so I kind of had to do it quickly. Whew, I'm trying to talk as fast as I can so I don't make this video so long. This is Wednesday's Busy Bag. And Gabe's getting really excited. He thinks it's time to play. Got this idea from my favorite homeschool mom, JDA. I love her. She's got so many great ideas, and she homeschools her own kids, and she has just got it down. So I love her ideas. She comes up with a lot of lifestyle activities to teach him, you know, things that he would do in life. So hers was like matching socks. I thought this was a great idea because he likes to help me with the laundry, but he doesn't know what to do. So I thought this might be a great idea to teach him how to match his socks. We're gonna mix them all up and then make him match the socks with the right socks, so that when he does try to help me do laundry, he can put the socks together and maybe put one inside the other and help mommy, because he really likes to help mama. Does these felt button activities. So I got these buttons at the Dollar Tree and was using I made a critical thinking game out of it with a empty yogurt container, and he has to try to fit the buttons into the top of the little slits that I put there. So I used some of the buttons to sew these buttons onto these strips of felt paper, and he has to try to figure out, I tried to show him, of course, to put the buttons on and take the buttons off. And this really, the reason why I made these is because he really tries to help take his shirt off and put his shirt on when we have church on Thursday and Sunday, and he doesn't know how, so he ends up trying to like Hulk smash it off. So I thought this would be a good idea to help him learn, learn how to take buttons on and off, so that he can learn how to button and unbutton his own clothes. So this is also lifestyle as well. It's pretty cool. So I made that, although I'll show you a little clip. Wait, show the button on here. I'm not a pro, so I can sew a little bit, so you can see on it, so I don't want to be.
Look!
Oh, that's because we're watching it and it's the clock on.
Here. Please.
Sure, son. As long as you're leaving me alone. Here.
Next.
Hey, can you go over there? Where do you guys be, everybody? Bunny? Bye. Just give me some room to breathe, man. There. Okay. Alright, so I got one done. Woo! So we can learn how to undo the buttons. So here is his shapes. This will also help him with the shapes. We can go over them when he puts them on. Oh, there's a square, a triangle, a circle. So now, darn it. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong hole.
If you find the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love. Flies around my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one.
Yeah, it was wasn't that easy for me to sew those buttons on. I know to sew, but I'm not a great sewer, but I can get the job done. It just takes a little while, and no, it wasn't a great job. You know, the buttons are gonna stay on. So Play-Doh down on a table, which he's got a new little table for school, and there's all these popsicle sticks. And this works with their motor skills, critical thinking, and they have to match the popsicle stick to the Play-Doh and stick the Play-Doh or the stick into the Play-Doh and stick them far enough to make them stand, and he has to do them with each color. So there's about 4 colors in there right now, and he has to do all the colors. So I thought that was a really cool idea, and it'll let him play with Play-Doh. He doesn't really get to play with Play-Doh that often, so he doesn't know how to play with Play-Doh, and I thought it was a good idea to get him used to trying to play with Play-Doh, and it's also fun because he actually is excited. He's like, hey, I get to play with Play-Doh, you know? So that's what we're doing with that one. All right, so I made this out of shelf paper like I did with I didn't have a laminator yet. So I did this instead. This was shelf paper. This is how I ended up making my flashcards. So I did 1 through... I did 1 through 10, and I put Velcro on each one, and I got this idea from JDA because I really wanted to make a learning folder, but I didn't have the stuff yet, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get them, so I ended up doing that, and he has to, hey! Sorry about that. So he ends up having to match, and this is identifying numbers. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is our numbers bag for Thursday. Thursday's busy bag is numbers counting, sorting. So he has to match and identify the numbers. I had these all on individual cards, and there was 2 of each number, and I would mix them up, and you would have to find the card. It was a little hard for him, so I decided to do this way. And then he just has to put the right number and stick it on the right number. So he has to do it all the way up to 10. I saw this from JDA, and then the Pinterest had a little version of it, but JDA uses those little teddy bears, those little plastic teddy bears. I can't get a hold of those right now. And I have all these beads. Before, this was the lid that you'll see clip. This clip, sorry. Looks like this, and you have to sort the color bead, the right color bead, into the right color dot. Like so, you have to go purple into the purple dot, blue into the blue dot, whatever. So that's just a little too simple for him. So I'm gonna switch it up and trying to make 2 weeks worth of busy stuff. I'm still using beads just like I utilized my hat already, and he's gonna have to put the right color bead in the right color square, which will help him raise it count. There's only 1 pink, and then 2 green beads, and 3 blue beads. You know, trying to get simple. So once I think he's got that down, I'll add another sheet and 8, and then so on and so forth. Anyway, so I thought this would be a good idea to help him like count, and then also we can go over the numbers together. There's 1 bead, 2, there's 2 green beads, and so on and so forth, and it help him like identify them a little easier because they're each different color. Hold on, baby. I had made these 1 through 3. I just made 1 through 3, so I ended up just making 1 through 10. And I did the same thing with the shapes. I just drew them on there, colored them in, then cut them in half, and I'm gonna mix them all up, and he has to put the numbers back together. And then when he puts the numbers back together, we'll count and say the numbers and call them out loud so that he can learn to identify them and also work on his speech and talking a little better. So that's our numbers bag. Oh, and what I really like about this, and you could do this with just the laminating too, it's easy to fold small so you can fit it back into the busy bags. I like these busy bags because they are easy to store into a small space, and of course when he gets a little older and he starts progressing even more, I'm going to have to out the busy bags because then I'm going to need more space for more activities, more that he learns. So Friday is our creative activity, creative play, and also helping him work on he doesn't know how to use scissors or glue and stuff like that, so I decided to make that part of it. It used to have just crayons, a coloring book, and a book of stickers in it from the Dollar Tree, and then we would do like a few activities in there, but they weren't really relevant to like creative play and stuff, so I really wanted to make it more towards that. And he needs to learn how to use scissors and glue if he's going to go into kindergarten or move up to the next level. We made him a few things of my own again because I like to be resourceful. Again, I traced these patterns out. So these patterns are Play-Doh cutouts. So I took the Play-Doh cutouts, and I thought this would be a good idea to get him to let him play with Play-Doh because it's fun for him and it's exciting and he actually gets to do it. Hey, gargoyle! And so anyway, he gets to take the Play-Doh, roll it around, squish it down, then make a shape, and then he has to match that cutout Play-Doh shape to the right shape on the cardboard here. And to feel like he's going to do something fun that he really wants to do and play with Play-Doh, but it's also helping him with shapes. In the Play-Doh, it also has like a little shovel and stuff. This stuff I got from the Dollar Tree, the little roller, but the roller sucks, but still, he thinks he's doing something. And then I made this. Again, just cardboard. That is just the sheet. When I made these, I got this idea from JDA. I thought it was a great idea to get him to use scissors by doing something simple. So he just has to cut along the line right there, and of course I help him at first. We already did one of these this past Friday because he saw it, and I actually really wanted to see if how he would play out with it. And his dad was on the phone, John was on the phone, so I really, you know, I love to have him sit on the phone and watch him do activities. It's really fun for him. So I want his dad to know that he's doing something productive and learning and progressing. So he'll sit on the phone sometimes and sit on the morning lessons. And so that's what we did on Friday, and he pretty much cuts them all out. These ones are just blue and red. And then once the squares are out, he has to match the square with the right square on the cardboard. And then he gets to use glue. And he will take the stick and glue the right square onto the right color square of cardboard. And then there is, because it's a smiley face, or it's a face of some sort, he's starting to learn facial expressions. And so this one I decided to do a sad face, and he has to glue the pom-poms on the right circle and match them. So what he did on Friday was actually cut them out. He put the pom-poms and the squares all in the right spot, so they were all there where he wanted them. And then he took the glue by himself. He did all this by himself. Put the glue and then just I did one square for him and showed him how to do it. Then he did every single one of them by himself. Oh Lord, toddlers. Okay, so anyway, it kind of makes him feel creative and fun. Like he gets to do what he wants to do, and he gets to play with glue and scissors, and kids love glue and scissors. So I thought that was a really cool idea that I kind of came up with using ideas from other moms. And like I said, we already did this little. Let me show you really quick the one he already did. And Fridays we did a smiley face though. So he did that one pretty much all by himself. So I decided to put it on the wall so that he can look at it, and he literally sat back on the bed and just sat there looking at it from afar, like he felt so accomplished. I thought it was so cute. So I decided that I'm going to do different shapes, like maybe triangles next time or whatever, but this one is kind of the same, just so it's easy for him to cut the pieces and do our different facial expressions. So this one will be sad face, that one's a happy face, maybe we'll do a surprise face next week or whatever, and just kind of make a little collage of his art right here, and it'll really help with his with encouraging and making him feel a little accomplished. I really want to do. I want him to be proud of himself and be excited about school because he knows that there's fun stuff happening during school. That's our Friday busy bag. That's it for Toddler Tuesday. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do give us a like. Subscribe to my channel, please. Hit that notification button so that you can get notified on more videos. We have a new video out every Tuesday, whether it's these keeping up with Gabe's the toddler activities, these learning activities, curriculum, homeschooling my 3-year-old little boy back here, Gabriel. But sometimes we do, like, we bake and do other stuff for toddler activities. We do his hair, show you how I keep up with those beautiful curls and things like that. So please stick with us. If you like this video, again, please give us a like, share, and we'll see you guys next week for Toddler Tuesday. Say bye, Gabe. Bye. Bye.